I'm Donna Wolf, registered dietitian and certified leap therapist. Work with Healthy Directions at Poway. And today what I'm going to do is show you how to make one of my favorite recipes, the super green smoothie. The reason why it's one of my favorite recipes is because it's healthy, totally loaded with antioxidants and phytonutrients, and best of all, it tastes great. The nice thing with this recipe, which you can find on my website, www.healthydirections.com, is that it is very versatile. And today we're going to be using the vegetables and fruits that you see here. But I want to also let you know that you can use any variety of dark leafy greens, vegetables, and fruits. Let's take a look at what we're using. In our smoothie today, we're going to be using a whole avocado. We're going to be using half a mango, an orange, which I've already peeled, about 3/4 of a cup of grapes. We're going to be using our white cabbage, our lacinato kale, very dark leafy green that's full of iron. It's also full of calcium. Great source of calcium and lots of fiber. Let's get started. I'm going to first give a cut to our avocado and take out pit. We're also using a mango, and just to give you an idea, a quick easy way to cut the mango is, you can see it's kind of an elliptical shape. So we want to slice right to the right or left of midline, because the mango pit in there is pretty large and flat. So we're going to try and slice around it. And we're going to do a crosshatch to get the mango out of the skin, which makes it a little bit easier than peeling. And then just flip it on the inside out, and then we just slice that right off the skin and into our blender. We're also putting in our grapes. We have the orange in there, our ice, our vegetables, and I'm going to give them another little slice, and our kale. Now we could use the celery. I'm not doing that today so that we don't have too many things in here. But you certainly could add any combination of vegetables and dark leafy greens. Just give our lacinato kale a slice, fit it all in here, and top it off with a little bit of liquid. Now you can either use any kind of juice, as long as it's 100% juice. Today I'm using the coconut milk, and it's pure coconut milk, nothing added. It does have the pulp, just to give it a little bit more liquid consistency. Pop the top on and let's whirl away. There you have it. Green smoothie. Super green, super nutritious, super healthy, and super delicious. You can see this makes about 16-ounce cup, 32 ounces, so this is enough for 2 complete meals, or a couple of snacks, or 1 meal for 2 people. Drink up and be healthy. Delicious. Today we're going to be doing a really delicious dip recipe, utilizing our veggies and beans. And this is another recipe you can find on my website. This is a wonderful recipe because it's great to use for entertaining, especially with Super Bowl coming up. It's also a great snack for kids in the afternoon after school. It's a wonderful sandwich spread in place of mayonnaise or mustard or other types of spreads. But it's most delicious as a dip. And today we're going to be doing it with pita bread chips. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And I think we'll start with the pita chips first because they're going to need to bake in the oven. So basically 2 or 3 pita bread, and we're going to cut it in eighths. So they're wedges. There, we're going to be cooking these in a 350-degree oven, baking them for 8 to 10 minutes. And the important thing is to make sure that you don't do more than 10 minutes because they do stand a chance of burning. So now we've got all of our pita chips in the tray, and I put them so they're alternating so they all fit on the pan. We may have a few extras. And I'm going to give it a little spray of Bragg's liquid aminos. You may have heard of those. It just gives it a little bit of a salty flavor. These are also good on almonds, for roasted almonds. Little spray, and then we'll pop it into a 350 oven and put it on 8 minutes and check it. So let's get back to the actual dip. Bean dip with artichokes. So first thing they're going to put in, and if you are using, I'm using my Super Blender juicer to make this dip. If you do it in a food processor, you'd want to take your spices and your garlic and put them down the feed tube while it's running. With this recipe, we're going to just do it all together. A sprig of rosemary. We're going to do 3 garlic, a little one more for the pot. Then we have our beans, and today we're using Great Northern white beans. Now, interesting thing about beans, when you can use cooked or canned. If you choose to cook them from dry, you want to make sure that you don't cook your beans in the same water that they've soaked in, because that soaking water absorbs the chemical that we cannot digest, which causes excess gas. Same thing with your canned beans. Please rinse them, like I've done here, to remove the liquid as well as a lot of the sodium that comes in. So throw those right in the blender. We have water-packed artichoke hearts, and these have been cut in quarters. And last but not least, of lemon juice. Now for good measure, we're going to put in a little bit of salt and pepper. And if you need exact amounts, I would say about a pinch of each. If you're measuring with a spoon, it's a little bit less than 1/8 of a teaspoon. And from there, we're going to hit our dip button on our thing. Okay, and that's done. And there we have it. Here is our white bean, rosemary, and artichoke dip. A delicious dip with the pita chips that are coming out. They'll be done in a second. Go. Pita chips, nice and crispy, in our serving tray, and they're toasty warm. And right in the middle is our dip. Delicious, tasty, and what a nice treat. Okay, and here we go. Our artichoke bean dip. And by the way, if you don't happen to have any artichokes on hand, you can always steam up the equivalent of 2 carrots and substitute them into this recipe, which I've also done and made the carrot version. It's also very delicious. So this is another versatile recipe that you can also get extra veggies in, get your beta carotene, and eat up healthy. Have a good day. Eat healthy.